right, you're on your way to the warehouse. Actually, you arrive at the warehouse. It's in a fairly bad neighborhood. Now, obviously run down. Not a lot going on here as far as major activity. And you're, we'll say, hovering above it right now.
I'm gonna look through the windows.
All right, you're hovering, you fly down, looking through the windows. Roll a d20.
I got 9.
For Shark, you?
20.
Okay. You're looking through the windows, and you notice that there are 2 trucks in there. Obviously shipping trucks, with the backs open and they are empty.
Okay. Does it look like there's any like stairs leading down anywhere, or like?
Not that you can see from here.
Okay. Do I see anybody inside?
Not a soul.
Okay. I'm going to use vibrate through substance and vibrate through like one of the walls.
Okay, you vibrate through the wall.
Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna look around and see if there's anybody around.
Okay, you're looking around. It's dark. It's quiet.
Alright. Is there any like doors or anything?
There's an office.
I'll go to the office.
Go look.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. That's what I said. I'm gonna go to the office.
Okay, you go look in the office. There's nothing here. It's a broken desk. Lots of, a rat's nest is in here. It's pretty nasty looking. Looks, this place has been abandoned for a while. Roll a d20.
11.
You heard something move, but you're not sure from where. Stanley! Call your TAs. And they meet you in an hour.
Okay. Well, I sit them all down I sit them all down outside my office and interview them one by one. And basically I'm going to bring them all into a room and ask them whether or not they have any identifying card with the purifiers or happen to be planning on going to this event. And I'm going to use my telepathy to make sure they're not lying to me.
Oh, Oakley dokley. So we're going to have to roll some saving throws there, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So how many TAs you got?
How many classes do I teach?
You teach 6.
No, I only have 5. I would want one where it's just me.
Okay. Well, we'll go for all 5. None of them saved. So all of them are wide open to you as they go through. You go to the first one. Her name is Kim. She's like, so what's this all about?
There is a rally happening at the school on Thursday, and I was wondering if you plan on partaking.
Oh, you mean the Purifiers event?
Yes.
Well, yeah, of course.
All right. Well, as one of my anthropological students, I can't tell you that your quandary is something that you should not do. But I will tell you that if that is what you decide to do, I'll have to terminate you at this very moment.
Excuse me?
As you've obviously learned in my class, anthropologically, that everyone doesn't always assume the same.
This is some
amount.
bullshit. She stands up and grabs your coffee cup and launches it at the fucking wall. She's like, this is some bullshit. And she storms out.
Okay, well that one's fired. Next!
You see Paul comes in like, the hell was that?
Nothing, Paul, sit down.
He looks scared. He's like, okay.
Same question.
No, I know some people in there, but I had planned to be here.
Is he telling you the truth?
Yeah.
Okay, well then you should then you should make sure that you're not there, because if you do show up, you'll be fired.
What?
The school is imposing certain restrictions on students and faculty members associated with the rally. Obviously, due to the school's public status, faculty can't necessarily assume any sort of political standpoint that may seem biased to, the uppers.
I got you. All right, whatever. I'm not going, so I'm good. I got a date.
Okay.
He's lying.
No date.
He gets up. He's like, is that it?
That's all. You keep your job. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Enjoy your date.
All right. So he gets up, walks out. Jeff comes in next. Like,
Same question.
Why do you want to know?
I want to know because your answer, well, actually, regardless of your answer, your actions decide whether or not you retain any sort of leading role at this university. If you would decide to go to the rally, you would be forfeiting your right to being faculty.
You see, he stands up. He says, I will gladly sacrifice my association with this institution for my faith.
And I stand up and I reach out my hand and I say, and as an anthropologist, I can completely respect your choice.
He looks at you and says, I can't touch you.
Okay, that's
And
fine.
he walks out.
Another one fired. Next!
Scared of
All right. Lisa comes in. She's like, well, this is tense.
Maybe for some of you. Lisa.
Okay, look. I had one drink. One.
On the job?
No.
But I don't care.
This isn't about Professor. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. You were saying? Last guy's Michael.
Michael. Tell me something good. Thursday, what are your plans? You plan on going to any rallies, wearing all white, possibly twisting people's arms, acting hyper-violent, and then praying obnoxiously?
What have you heard?
There's a rally happening at the school on Thursday, and that rally will, well, your decision on what you decide to do on that day will decide whether or not you still work at this institution. If you decide to go to the rally, I'd have to terminate you. But if you would agree to not go to the rally, you will retain your TA position. So do you plan on attending?
Well, I'd like to tell you that I'm not.
But you will be.
I'm speaking at it.
You're speaking.
Mm-hmm. Do you really know what we're about?
I haven't decided to plunge into that quandary just yet.
Okay. Well, you should probably find out before you make any real decisions. In his mind, you see this.
You hope. Oh, that's cute.
He says, you should probably find out a bit more about us before you make any judgments.
Oh,
I mean, to
make
be
no
honest-
judgments. My job is on the line, which means there are no hold bars.
Well, I guess the question you should ask yourself is what sort of organization forces you to fire innocent people for doing nothing wrong?
Organizations run by the government from the system we live in.
Yeah, but you're an individual. You're somebody who can speak for a lot of people here.
That's
you have
true.
a good heart, I can tell. Do you really want to be a part of this? On the wrong side of history? I mean,
If my view changes, I'll make that change. And if I die along with the people who don't decide to move forward, that's my prerogative.
yeah. I've always liked you. You're a good guy.
I respect your decision.
Yeah, I'm good. Doesn't bother me.
All right. I try to shake his hand.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
He's like, I'm willing to sacrifice whatever for my cause. You just know that. You got to think about what are you willing to sacrifice for yours.
Yeah. This is your resignation.
So
He's like,
about
yeah,
that.
that's fine.
All right. Well, I wish you luck in your endeavors, and I hope one day you are looked at by history in a favorable light.
Me too. See you around, Professor.
See you around, Mike.
He gets up, walks out.
I look proud. I look proud. Every one of them that left, I was proud. I was proud, but I'm not losing my job.
All right.
Gotta live my life.
So you lost 3 of your 5 TAs.
Yeah.
Your phone rings.
Answer my phone.
Hey, hi. This is Sharon.
Yes, Sharon.
Um,
Sharon who?
Faculty. head.
Right, Sharon, sorry. Last
Yeah.
name. was
Have
what
you
I was
gotten in touch with
looking
your TAs yet?
for. Yes, I gave her the 3 names, they've all been fired.
Okay, you heard her typing.
What advice do you have?
Okie dokie.
All right.
All right. Well, let me know if you see them again on campus.
They're being banned from campus, aren't they? They're being expelled, aren't they? Expulsion?
They are.
Ah, understandable. Oh, well.
Oh, and if you have a problem with it, you can join the other professor in the dean's office.
But first of all, Sharon, I don't think I did anything to you.
No, but I'm sick. I've been doing this all freaking morning and getting attitude from every professor in the school about this policy that I didn't even come up with, and I've been forced to implement.
Well, what did you think would happen, Messenger?
Okay, I'm doing my job like you do your job.
Exactly, you've been shot quite often. That is your job.
Okay, well, you know what? Talk to the dean about it then, and see how good it does you.
Have a good day, Sharon.
You too. Goodbye.
I hang up the phone and I exclaim that I don't need to talk to the dean.
All right, you go about your day.
And I grab the 3 stacks of papers that they were supposed to grade and move them into my pile.
There you go.
No, I don't. I divide it up amongst the other 2.
Hell yes.
All right.
Should have gone around.
Dana.
Yeah.
All righty. You get to the office.
Get to the office.
You see Brian, the guy who's been talking to you on the phone. He's hard at work. He's like in this guy's life. He's like, yeah, we got nothing on this guy.
All right, well, print out everything you got. I'm gonna go take a quick shower and get my coffee and everything
It's
on my
already
desk.
over there.
Okay, well, give me 5. I'll take a shower and bring everything you got to my desk.
Okay.
I'll go take my shower.
All right, you go get dressed and changed and showered and all that. And when you get back to your office, you see your coffee's there, steaming hot, and the papers are there. You see that on your laptop. It's he's basically got a card you put in with all of his details.
All right, have you heard from my brother yet?
Yeah, he said he's no longer our client. Don't worry about it.
Okay, all right, well, that's Brad's opinion. I don't like that, so. All right, what am I?
That's kind of why I brought it to you.
So what's this card showing me?
Basically, you've got all of his recent financial history. You've got footage for the 14 days that you guys were covering him. You've got a background report on his main contacts. He has a girlfriend who reportedly has not seen him either. He has 2 cars. He has a motorcycle that hasn't moved. He has a quarter stake in a boat, but that's still at the marina. He has a bunch of frequent flyer miles. He's got a huge caseload and a couple of high-profile cases that are out there.
High profile. Okay, what are the high profile cases? that he's on?
One of the cases is against a nightclub that is owned by an Anton Russo.
Okay.
And basically, it's a
Against Anton Russo?
Yes,
He's going against Anton Russo.
yes. And the other is he's defending a customer who says that they were poisoned with a unknown substance at a Chinese restaurant in Chinatown. But the Chinese restaurant is actually owned by a Japanese firm. So he's going after the firm.
I was gonna say, that doesn't sound like a Deus and Klein kind of situation.
Yeah, he's going after the firm to the tune of $20 million.
That sounds like a Deus and Klein situation. Okay.
Because they basically, whatever they took, they had a horrible reaction to, and they ended up in the hospital with exhaustion and broken bones and
From food?
something they ate gave them had them out of their mind for 2 days.
What's the name of the restaurant or chain?
Xing Lo's. It's not a chain. It's owned by it's a mom and pop joint that was a mom and pop joint that was purchased along with almost every other low-end Chinese food, individually owned Chinese food place in Chinatown. Like
Really?
large chunks of them were purchased about 3-4 years ago.
Okay, that's really weird. What's going on against Russo? What's he going against Russo for?
Basically, one of his employees was injured on the job and ended up with 2 broken legs. And so he's basically saying if it's reported as a work injury, that he got both of his legs broken because his legs were broken at work. And so he's suing them for workers' compensation for the employee because it's listed on the books as a work-related injury, but they won't pay him workers' comp for it. They fired him.
So the guy worked for Russo, got his legs broke on the job, and is trying to. Yeah, okay. That doesn't surprise me. Is Davison Klein retained by Russo?
Davison Klein has had a relationship with them in the past, but it's on again, off again type of thing. It's not anything consistent.
So the employee went to Mr. Davis.
Yes.
Okay. Have we talked to the girlfriend?
Yeah.
Where does she live?
She lives in Lower Manhattan. She's basically just she's a secretary for another firm. She just,
Does his wife know?
he's not married.
Oh, they're all seven. I'm sorry. Okay. Did we have a camera at her house?
No. But we had surveillance.
Okay.
They followed her for a few days as part of his background check.
Right. Any reason to believe she's lying?
Unknown. We'd have to investigate. As far as they know, nothing unusual happened. But that's her word.
Right. Okay. Is there anything else on any of this stuff that
Nothing's
strikes
really,
you? Just what do you think? Give me your opinion.
Well, here's the thing. This guy was sketchy for a while.
Yeah.
He was really nervous. He was really upset about how things were going. So something had him spooked. I'm not sure what, but he said he thought he saw somebody follow him. He just constantly felt like he was being watched. And whoever it was,
came in, right?
right, that's when we showed up. And then he seemed good for a couple of weeks. And then as soon as we take off security, he's gone. And, his car is still at work. So whoever got to him close.
Right.
Or he just took a walk. We don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't. But you're doing.
I'd start with the girlfriend.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
She knows him better than anybody else.
And she very well could have picked him up at work.
She could have.
All right.
I didn't think about that actually.
Yeah.
You know what? Give me a second. He goes to his computer. Well, this is fascinating.
That's fine.
Surveillance footage in the parking garage. We couldn't get into the building, but we did get access to their feed. She picked him up right after work.
Right after work on Thursday?
On Thursday.
You worked the full day?
Yeah.
All right. We got her address and all that good stuff?
Yeah.
All right. We'll go have a
You want to find out where she is?
You can find out now?
Yeah. You don't know about it. This never happened. You see, he pulls up a program on his laptop, and you see he triangulates the location of her cell phone. Says she's at the coffee shop down the street from her firm. Given the time, early lunch break. My guess she's banging one of the partners too.
I doubt it. All right. Well, I'm gonna go have a chat with her. You quit doing that shit on company time.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly. Right. Is there, since you're not gonna do that anymore, is there anything else you that you can see from there?
What, as far as where she's at?
Yeah, I know, you're just triangulating. Okay, which coffee shop is it?
Dinah's Coffee.
Alright, well, you stay here and I'm gonna go,
I'll call you if she moves.
yeah. We got a picture of her?
Yeah, shows her a picture.
Alright, show me the picture. Alright, so I'm gonna go get some coffee then.
All right, have fun. You girls
Yeah.
chat nicely now,
And
okay?
I'm gonna take the Mercedes, not the Escalade.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
All right, you head out.
And